My question regarding Attorney Inge's views on sentencing and judicial discretion gave rise to some controversy in the media. To clarify, my questions were appropriate and respectful. They were also thorough and consistent with my responsibility as Governor's Counsel. I fully respect Attorney Inge's views on sentencing and public safety. The Superior Court judge has a uniquely important role in ensuring that the sentence he or she imposes is a just punishment for the offense that reflects the seriousness of the crime committed and promotes respect for the law. While I believe that Attorney Inge understands that responsibility, overall I do not believe that his qualifications and experience in their entirety are sufficient for me to support his nomination. After considering all aspects of his nomination, and with all due respect to Attorney Inge, I must vote no. I conclude that if Attorney Inge has not met the high standards that we apply to Superior Court nominees, the court where our most complex civil and criminal cases are living.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Today, the Governor's Council will be voting on the nomination of Garry Inge to the Superior Court. The Council is charged to provide not only consent, but to advise, to clarify. I believe when a council votes against a nominee, it is his or her responsibility to advise by providing reasons why she voted no on a nomination, for the public's right to know, as well as it being beneficial to the governor. Recently, when councils have voted no, no reason has been provided. Thank you for your no and explanation. This past week, a councilor got on a radio show and repeatedly said, and I quote, "Garry Inge has zero criminal experience." It was said in a cavalier, even mocking manner. This councilor chose to say this on the radio, but not at Attorney Inge's public hearing. We recall a councilor at another hearing commented, when the nominee lacked a particular type of experience, that judicial training will correct the shortcomings. As he was upon the judge, I took him at his word. I will cite just one example of the council's treatment in comparison to another nominee. We recall the same councilor voted for Christine Roach, a white nominee, with no criminal experience in Superior Court. Moreover, Attorney Inge has far more civil trial experience than Attorney Roach, who had very little. This councilor ignored her lack of criminal experience. What is the message that this difference in treatment sends to minority applicants? You have to be twice as good to be considered worthy for these positions? I ask all councilors to look in the mirror and ask, why are they voting against Garry Inge? Why? Because he has no criminal experience, but at the same time, these same councilors voted in favor of Christine Roach. I spent 3 hours privately with Garry Inge. Please note, this does not ensure, because I meet with nominees, that I will be voting yes, as clearly demonstrated in the past. Attorney Inge is one of the most qualified, ethical nominees that has come before the council in my tenure. He has the temperament and demeanor that the court needs, as well as a sense of fairness and compassion. He has a deep commitment to protect the public, especially the community in which he grew up. He grew up in the project, one of 7 children. His father was dedicated to the family and worked in a factory. Garry shared a close family relationship and a strong religious ethic instilled by his parents. He is truly a role model, fulfilling the American dream to go on to law school, practice law for 30 years, and now to be nominated for a judgeship. We need a judge to reflect the people who come into the court. Garry Inge understands and will see the people in court who are sent back to the project. He is caring, compassionate, and will be strong when it warrants. He is well qualified and well respected by all those in his professional life, as well as being a devoted family man. I will be proud to vote for the appointment of Garry Inge to the Superior Court. Respectfully submitted, Marilyn Tito. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
He treated, if anyone cares to look at that tape from last week, he treated his nominee with respect. He asked a few hard questions, and so did I. And you know what? Shame, 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 the lowness that this personal attack has gotten to, and that's all I have.
Yeah, I just have to echo the comments of Councilor Callahan and Councilor Fayola. Very, very disappointed. Been here longer than anyone in this body. You can't do that. You can't do that. Tom Merrigan is an honorable person. To go that low, I'm disappointed, and I hope it doesn't happen.
Where were you when you called me?
Yes.
Councilor Fayola.
Yes.
Councilor Hamilton.
Yes.
Councilor Devane.
Yes.
Councilor Ryan.
Yes.
Councilor Mann.
Yes.
Councilor Callahan.
Yes.
Councilor Merrigan.
No. I recognize Councilor Fayola for a motion to report advice and consent for the appointment of Dana M. Kirschenborn to the position of Associate Justice of the Juvenile Court from the Plymouth County Division. Councilor Fayola.
Thank you. I move the nomination of Dan Kirschenborn to the position of Associate Justice of Juvenile Court.
Second by Councilor Callahan. Do you wish to be heard, Councilor?
I would say that this is one of the finest appointments the government has made. The work that she's done in protecting the children for the federal government, and hopefully that will continue on this state bench. I know that the government should be greatly thanked for this position.
I echo that. No problem.
Councilor Fayola.
Yes.
Councilor Hamilton.
Yes.
Councilor Devane.
Yes.
Councilor Ryan.
Yes.
Councilor Mann.
Yes.
Councilor Callahan.
Yes.
Councilor Merrigan.
Yes. General Assembly is now concluded.